Hi, this is Laura Strunk here. I wanted to share with everybody the notes that we took on the Mastermind meeting, and I actually figured the best way to do that would to, one, give you a written form of it and also a video form of it. I did take notes on some poster boards, and I wanted to share these with you. In our Mastermind group, we focused on the 4 things that we thought were reasons why people were having difficulty utilizing Village Connector. We understood that a lot of people want to use it, but they were having some difficulty. So the first thing that people were having trouble with was some nuts and bolts, basically the ins and outs on what to do. The second thing was time. The third thing was what to write about. And finally, the fourth thing was fear of writing. So I'm going to go through these quickly, but as I said, I'm also going to share with you the notes in a written form. So let's go back to the nuts and bolts because that's what we started with. Basically, there's no login on the Village Connector website. It's a website to view the articles or write the articles. Basically, what you're going to do is, if you want to write an article, you're going to write an article in Notepad in Word or the Notepad version in Mac, and you're then going to email Glenn with the article, and the email that you should use is mdnews@villageconnector.com. Make sure if you need to have pictures, they will not post an article if there is no pictures. So you need to attach the pictures. Make sure you send the pictures with the same email. Don't do it in a separate email because it gets confusing. If you are going to have a video in your article, you need to upload the video on YouTube and send the link in the same email. Now, Glenn did mention that depending on how much editing needs to be done on the article will determine how long it takes for the article to get posted. If there's very little editing that needs to be done, they usually can get it posted within 24 hours, if not quicker. If there is a lot of editing that needs to be done, then it's going to take longer. Also, if there's missing pictures, or if the pictures aren't in the right format or of not good quality, it's going to slow down the process as well. If you send them something and it's not posted and you're looking for an update, you need to then send a follow-up email to the email address, to ask, hey, I sent you this article 2 days ago, it's not posted yet, just wanted to see what was going on, and then that will give you a little bit of feedback of why it's taking a little bit longer. The next thing that we talked about, or the reason people weren't utilizing Village Connector as much as they were hoping to, is time. So we had a few suggestions. Tammy Bowers and Al Granger had a great suggestion of, if you don't have time to write an article, get the person that the article is about to write it themselves about their own activity or their own business. So that's a way to leverage other people to help with the time. Another piece is we have 2 editors that are willing to do writing for the Village Connector. This is a special offer they're doing for all Village Connector members. The first is Louise Harris. She's a writer and an editor. You can see her phone number there, 480-632-0467. She is willing to do an article a week for $600 a year. All you need to do is give her the topics. She will research and write it for you. The second writer-editor is Matt Cassidy, who he's doing it more on a monthly basis, $60 a month, and he'll write 4 articles. I believe Louise will also do that deal also. If you don't want to do a year commitment, she will also do it. And as a couple people mentioned, you always want to find a writer that you feel comfortable with and that, matches you and your personality. Mac's phone number is 443-285-2774. The last thing that was shared is that, one, you want to, find a balance in your time. We're all trying to service our businesses, but also build our businesses. And you can't just do the servicing, or eventually you'll run out of the business. So you need to do a balance of your time management. We also talked about time blocking. So blocking, an hour a week to write articles. Or 2 hours a month. Block that time, and that's the only thing you do during that time. The third thing was what to write about. Excuse me. I suggested that you do a 3-to-1 ratio. do 3 articles which are not about your business. They're either about a community activity, a restaurant you visit, a nonprofit organization, another business, an interesting person, a pet, something that's not about your business. And then, a 1 article about your business. I personally think that people view you as more credible if you're writing about other things besides just yourself. Al Granger, he actually never writes about his business. So he purely just writes about other people, and that's how he utilizes the program. So there's no one right way to do this. As you know, with Mastermind, we're all sharing all of our ideas. But those are 2 thoughts. Social events, anytime you go to a social event, bring your camera and write about it. Nonprofits, schools and their activities, your own family members. Tammy did a great article on the surprise birthday party for her husband, things going on in your neighborhood. So those are just some thoughts about what to write about. And the 4th thing was the fear of writing. I actually did post on the website, the member section of Village Connector, which I'll talk about in a minute. My blog that I wrote when I originally started blogging about my own fear of blogging and how I overcame that, because people expressed interest in receiving that. Sherry also shared that iPad has an app that you can actually speak into it, and it will transfer what you speak into written forms. So if you're a better speaker than you are a writer, this may be another option. You can also do a video or an audio file. If you, instead of writing a huge article, just write, 3 or 4 lines and do a video article. So interview someone, videotape something if that's your strength. Also, suggestion came up to have an editor partner. We're all in this mastermind group together. So, pick someone that you're comfortable with, or someone in your own industry or close to your industry, a power partner, someone that you want to get to know, and become editor partners. So if you write an article, you send it to them, they edit it for you, make corrections, and vice versa. When they write an article, they'll send it to you. This is a great way to support one another and to make our articles even more powerful. I did mention that Glenn recently, just this weekend, created a member section on the Village Connector. This is kind of a changeover from the social media site that we all had in Consumers Win. It's now a little bit more streamlined. Everything's going to be coming from the Village Connector website, so we don't have so many websites to go into. So please go into that member section. You'll see it on the top part of the website. Log in, see your profile, make adjustments. You can also check out the blog that I was talking about on the fear of blogging. I've written it on there too. I'm also going to be uploading this video file in that section as well. If you do have any questions, please feel free to email me, laura.strunk@remax.net. And I will be sending out an email of our next mastermind time. And I appreciate everybody's input and hope to see even more people there next time. Thanks and have a great day.